What's up, everyone? Coach Dan back again for day 62 of our at-home OTF workouts. It's another Tuesday, which means we've got another Greatest HIITs edition, meaning we're bringing back a lot of the most popular, successful blocks from the previous week, bring them back in again, throw them into this workout. So we've got a lot of great athletic movements, total body exercises, and a few Tabata blocks again. I know you guys are loving those. There's also 3 opportunities to join in live on Zoom, so I'll be doing it in the morning. We've got a couple more later on throughout the day, so hopefully you guys can get involved. Either way, have a great one. See you soon.
Orange Nation, it is time to get the party started with a dynamic warm-up. You ready, Cynthia?
I'm ready.
All right, we have 5 exercises, 1 minute each. Our first exercise is going to be the T-spine windmill. So lie down on your back. We're going to bring the knees up, bend at 90 degrees, arms extended. Drop the knees to one side within your range of motion. Bring it back to center. Drop it to the other. Keep alternating for 60 seconds. Our second exercise will be the hip rocks. This is going to be 30 seconds each side. Tabletop position, extend one leg out to the side. Drive the hips back, opening up the hips, stretching the quad, the hamstrings, and the adductors. 30 seconds on one side, switch to 30 seconds on the other. Our next exercise will be the bear plank to pike. So we're going to get into a tabletop position. Knees are elevated up on the toes. Drive the hips up, stretching through the hamstrings and the low back. Right back to your set position. And our next exercise will be alternating lateral lunges. So we stand. Feet about hip width apart, step out to one side, drive the hips back, bring the feet back together. Same thing on the other side. Our final exercise, the jump rope. Imagine you have a jump rope in your hand and just start hopping and swinging that rope. We can reduce the range of motion or pause if we need to for options. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
Orange Nation, we are bringing you another cardio block that's going to really power that heart rate. Cynthia is going to help you with 4 rounds of 2 exercises at 20 seconds apiece with a 10-second recovery in between. The first is the lateral shuffle from object to object. As you can see, it's a quick shuffle in between objects. Your option is to slow it down, decrease your range of motion in that squat, and less power. Your next exercise is going to be a power skip. You're going to use your arms, lifting those feet off the ground, give power in those knees, driving to the ceiling. Your option, take the jump out and simply step only using the arms, and you have a 10-second recovery in between. Once again, this is cardio. Let's power through it. You've got it. This block, guys, is going to be focused on total body. It's going to be at least 2 rounds for a total of 10 minutes. You're going to have 4 exercises, and the first that Joe is going to demonstrate is the bear plank to knee tap push-up. He's going to get into tabletop position, tapping both knees one at a time, stepping out and dropping that chest to the floor. His option is going to be to drop to those knees and then stepping out, tapping both shoulders one at a time. The next exercise is going to be a wood chopper. He's going to take his object, he's going to step down, pivoting into a squatted position and then launching that object up to the ceiling. You want to go the opposite side. This exercise is a total of 10 reps. The option is to reduce your range of motion with that one. The follow-up exercise is a plank pull through to low row. So he's going to take his object, stepping out with both feet set position, pulling that object from one side and pulling up into a low row. Make sure to keep a neutral spine. Your option here is to drop to those knees. And your final exercise is going to be the Superman for a total of 10 reps. You're going to be in a lying plank position, reaching out with both arms. You want to drive through the shoulders and the glutes, lifting up from the ankles and also from the shoulders. Your option here is to reduce your range of motion. And that is going to be for a total of 10 reps. Once again, 2 rounds, 10 minutes long. Let's get to work.
All right, Felix, you ready to do some intervals?
Let's do it.
All right, we have 2 exercises, and this is all about interval training. We're going to work for 20 seconds on, rest for 10 seconds, and it's 4 minutes worth of work. Our first exercise is 1.5 jump squat. So we come down, do a pulse, then do the jump squat. The option for that is just remove the jump and come up on the toes. Take a 10-second breather. The next exercise will be the reverse lunge to hop, but you're only going to do the right side. So reverse lunge, bring the knee up, a hop with the opposite leg. The option for that, remove the hop and just raise the knee. Take a 10-second breather. We go back to the 1.5 jump squat. Take a 10-second breather, and then we do the reverse lunge to hop on the left. We work for 4 minutes. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. let's work the glutes and the hamstrings. You're going to need a mat, a towel, and one medium weight object. We have 4 exercises, 12 reps apiece, 8 minutes to work, repeat until time. Our first exercise will be the weighted single leg deadlift. So grab onto one object, the back foot stays off the floor, drive the hips up and back. The option for this, keep the back foot on the floor or reduce your range of motion. Exercise number 2 will be the sumo squat. So for this, we want to open up our stance a little wider, heels turned in, toes turned out. Hold the object in the center, drop down into your squat. When we pop back up, drive the hips forward, squeeze the glutes and the quads at the top. Option lighter weight or reduce your range of motion. Our third exercise is the pop jack. So we get into a high plank position. Shoulders over elbow, elbow over wrist. With power from the upper body, jump the feet forward nice and wide. Feet should land flat. Try to replace your hands with your feet. Jump the feet back. Option for that, we step it forward and step it back. Our fourth exercise, iso hip bridge walkout. So we lie back and get into a hip bridge. Knees are bent at 90 degrees, feet are flat. Walk the heels forward, extending the legs, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes, and then walk it right back in. Our option for this, remove the walkout or just do a hip bridge, driving the hips up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Let's get busy, 8 minutes to work.
You hide away, hot undercover. The sooner you discover it's true, for sure there will be stormy weather, but the weather will pass. Can't you just see how far away that we are from each other? Without flow there'll never ever be something that you could really treasure, and treasure it could. I hope you will. Across that heart of yours, what you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone.
This cardio block, we're gonna use some chair action. How's that sound?
Okay, great.
You guys are gonna have 3 rounds of work here with 3 exercises. Each round, you're gonna get 30 seconds of rest. As we go along, round 1, 1 minute of work. Round 2, 45 seconds. Final round, 30 seconds. We're gonna start with a push effort with a bench hop over. Hands are stacked over the shoulders as we hop from side to side, keeping our legs stacked underneath the hips. An option here, you can tap from side to side. Next up, we have 1 minute at our base pace of a bench tap squat. This time we're using the chair. Shoulders nice and tall, heavy in the heels so we make contact with the chair, driving through the heels back to our standing position. We're gonna close things out, 1 minute of an incline running man. Getting that knee as close to the chest as we can. Remember, this is your all-out effort. Give that speed. An option here, you can just work on a mountain climber. You have 3 rounds, descending amount of time each time around. Go ahead and get started.
Can it be done? Hey, can it be done? I will not forget our conversation when you looked at me and I dove into your eyes, frozen with anticipation. You harnessed me and told me come in close. It's where I belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. The hole is gone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. See it in your eyes. Arms and legs uncrossed. There's no conversation, and I'm noticing I'm staggering across to you. It's my resignation. I'm letting go and letting you go in to where you belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. My heart was stone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. Can it be done? Can it be done? Can it be done? Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Eyes. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I
Team, congratulations on making it through that total body blast. It's now time to bring that nervous system back to normal with a few stretches. This block is 5 minutes long. Your first stretch is going to last for 20 seconds, a standing overhead stretch. You're going to lean over to the left and also lean over to the right. Once again, you're holding for 20 seconds. Your second stretch is going to be a standing quad stretch. This is at 20 seconds as well. Holding your balance on your standing leg, you really want to stretch the quad muscle of your opposite foot. Your next exercise is going to be a standing hamstring stretch. Keeping a neutral spine, you want to lean forward slightly, really feeling that stretch from the hips all the way down through the hamstrings and the calf muscle. Once you finish that, you're going to then return to the floor in a seated position. Chest is going to be nice and tall. You're going to rotate your spine to the left, to the right, holding, and then you're going to rotate to the left. Really feeling that stretch, keeping your lungs and chest open. And the last stretch we're going to go into, you're going to lie on your back. It is a figure 4. So you're taking your bent knee, crossing it over, ankle and knee touches, pull that knee towards you, really squeezing out the glutes and relaxing those quads. This is 20 seconds for each exercise, 5-minute block. Congratulations on making it to the end.
I was all caught up for a while, running circles around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Don't let them people get you down. They're just afraid of changing times. They try their best to drown you out in hurtful words and harmful ways. No one said that this would be easy. This world can be so cold. Lift up your bed and show they see